It's not. It's a plant because they produce lettuce and hydroponic lettuce. That's their biggest product. This is a client that I met like 10 years ago. We started together with his house in Mexico City, and like I was telling you at the beginning, we create a good relationship, and we end up doing a lot of things. This is the latest project, uh, and he was willing to create a good example for the company, uh, or I don't know if he asked me for like a present for the people of the company. No, he said this was a good year, and I want to spend this money on the people of the company. I don't want to spend it in me. Uh, so I want to spend the money on a nice working space. That was like the first approach with the client, and the second one was to create an atmosphere of a more familiar ambient. Uh, he was not. He was trying to avoid like the office space regular atmosphere or composition. He was willing to create a more uh, I don't know how to say more natural environment. So with those two ideas, we start with a design that it's different in a way from the other two, because we we didn't use the structural system as part of the original idea for the project. Uh, we use another approach that we use more for private projects, and the original idea of this project was to create spaces for the people and from the people. So if you can see the floor plan, this project it's only I don't know, I don't remember, like seven, 7 boxes that allows different programs, and obviously the sizes of the boxes depend on the function of the space. But the idea of how we put together these boxes was to create pedestrian flows between them. The idea of how can you uh, bring off people out of their chairs or bring out people out of the offices and move them to different places, and with that flows you create personal contact. If you take a person out of his office and you send him to the bathroom, or you send him to the coffee station, and you send him to all the things that he needs to do on a very efficient or simple way, they will never get in touch with other people. But if you create a bigger space, and you create bigger or longest flows, you create time, and that time, uh, and the contact of the people, you create personal time. No? So this was like the idea of creating another kind of environment, to create places for people to gather, to contact on a very casual way. If you're going to the bathroom as a manager, and you get in touch with the director that it's coming back from the reception, you will connect with him on probably very small chat, but you will create time for people to mingle. So that was like the original idea. We obviously we got the space to do that. Probably if you're in an urban tower, you can't deal with that. But I mean, the idea was to do that. So at the end of the day, you got these 7 boxes that create this patio. That obviously this is a very vernacular uh, uh, architecture architectural composition that probably it was part of the idea at the beginning. No, all these old haciendas that you can find in the context. I don't know if you're familiar with the Mexican haciendas, but it used to be the same thing in Portugal. Now these houses with a huge patio in the middle. That obviously on those days this was more like a secure architectural idea, no, to create a secure place. So, but well, for this was not that thing because you can move, you can enter or going out from this patio all the time. It was more like the gathering place that I was telling you about. Uh, but well, the idea, the vernacular idea of the patio, hacienda, old hacienda, the pedestrian floats, and the time and contact between people create this very simple architecture that at the end of the day it's only gathering people, creating contact between those people, and the atmosphere. I think that it looks very natural. No, you are in a patio that always is looking to nature, to people. It's never looking to a program. No, uh, I mean, a lot of people enter that patio and they say this never show you that this is an office space, and I tell them, well, that's the idea. If you are in this public or gathering space, you don't want to see the office ambience. You want to eradicate that idea. You prefer to get in contact with nature, with light, with the sun, and all that stuff. So that was like the main concern. And inside these boxes, we decided to do the same thing. Now you're sitting on your cubicle or in your common space, and what are you looking? You're looking to that those flows or those private public places, or you're looking to nature and uh, uh, an office space. So you can see pictures that shows you the production. No, there are a lot of pictures. Well, a few pictures that shows you the interaction between the landscape of the production plant and the interior. Uh, I mean, this idea was like to get advance of this amazing landscape that artificial landscape that you get. Uh, to create I think that emotional relationship between the workers and their product, no, because at the end of the day this is a very mechanical process. They don't use, they use a few people to work with this. I mean, everything is mechanical, everything is very technological managed it, and sometimes the people that works there doesn't get involved. So this idea was to create that emotional relationship and to create these natural or artificial landscapes. You know? So in the interior of the boxes, you always find these like small gardens or small places with nature. Um, and at the end of the day, I think that was the purpose. I mean, again, it's a very simple project. It's an office space, uh, but again, uh, people and their space and the way they spend time on that space was like the biggest concern. And I think that we accomplished it because our client and the people that work for our client are always telling us that they are in love with the space, they are in love with the ambience and with the atmosphere that we create for them.